Blackie for Shaman's Forge Bushcraft. Today I want to discuss fire kit. Now I know I've talked about that here recently, but I've had a change. I want to explain why. Now, as most of you know who have followed my channel, I carry multiple redundancies. On my knife I carry a fire rod and another way of making fire. In my haversack I carry matches, lighter, ferrocerium rod, tinder. What I wanted was a belt kit for when I'm away from camp and I'm just going over to fish or whatever. I'm going to carry a lighter anyway, but something small. Now I began carrying this kit, which is a leather pouch. I'm going to give you a close-up of these all in a minute. But the problem with it is, I'm only 5'10", 180 pounds with a 30-inch waist. When you start carrying a knife, a canteen, a kukri, a sidearm, you run out of real estate. That's why it looks like the Batman utility belt going all the way around you. I want to avoid that. I wanted to slim down to something that fit. And so, these are the two kits I've got now, and that's what I'm going to show you in a second. But this is an old 1960s U.S. Army compass pouch, and this is a single 9mm current issue pouch that one of the Strike Force fire sets fits in perfect, just like that. These are going to become my carry on the belt, everyday carry type whenever I'm out in the field kit. Now, let the tea come to a boil, and I'll pull you in close and show. Here's the belt fire kit that I carried. And in it I've got a lighter, matches, the standard stuff. And I've showed this kit in a video not that terrible long ago, you know, whistle, etc. And I like the kit. The problem with it is the size of this pouch. It takes up too much space on my belt. I just don't have that much real estate. And what do I really need in a fire kit? I need something small and compact, because when I'm planning on building a fire, I got a haversack. But if it's, I'm just going to stop and do something, I want something smaller than this. Now this is what I'm carrying right now. And what this is an old U.S. Army compass pouch from the 1960s canvas. And inside of it I'm carrying my big ferrocerium rod blank. It's been wrapped with duct tape. I'm carrying a Ted Cash tinder box, and inside of it is shredded bark. There's a fire straw, there's a couple of pieces, sprigs of fat lighter, lighter wood, my northern brothers, and it handles all my needs of emergency tinder. And then finally, down in the bottom is going to be one of those small Bic lighters, real small, I put across the bottom of it. Okay, this is the standard issue kit now, and I think it's going to serve better because it is so small, it is so compact, and doesn't take up much space on my belt. Compared to the old one, it's about half or less. Now, for even more streamlined, this is the U.S. Army issue 9mm single magazine pouch. And what it carries is the Strike Fire kit. Now I got this one from the Pathfinder School, or SRO now. And it allows me to have a big fire set that has tinder in the base. I have one of the wet fire cubes in the base of it. I'll either carry that or steel wool. And there is enough room, just barely, in the bottom of it that I could pack a little bit of tinder or some other fire source in the very bottom. But the purpose of this one is to be the standalone, super light, super quick, itty bitty fire kit. And it fits very well in this molly pouch. Looks like it was made for it, don't it? And then I have multiple belt options for carrying it. So between these two, I've covered my fire needs, because anything beyond this I'm going to be carrying anyway. Either carrying it on my knife set or carrying it on my person. So this is my fire kit. This is my backup fire kit. So with this small kit, I can affect fire fairly quickly. But even more importantly, I am not encumbered by this bigger kit. Now, I really like this pouch. It just looks good, feels good, looks very stylish on you. But function before fashion. And I was not doing that. When I put this on, it looked good and it carried the gear, but it was just too bulky. When I went back to something small like this, I was much happier. I could move better, I could affect my fire easier, and it was not some big encumbrance hanging on my belt. Hope this is a good tip or trick for you guys. Now I'm gonna heat me up some chocolate and enjoy the rest of the day. I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge Woodcraft. Wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.